Welcome back to the Marauders, everybody. Mayor Reynolds, aka Midnight Mayor, here coming at you with another Deadrop video. Today we're going to talk about how I believe Deadrop is already fixing several of the problems that extraction shooters have faced and currently face, despite the booming genre of extraction shooters. Even in this early state, 12 months of development, Midnight Society has done some things that are putting Deadrop on a different level and really fighting back against some of the cliches or perhaps problematic elements of extraction shooters that turn a lot of players away. So I'm going to show you some gameplay from my recent Twitch stream, twitch.tv/MayorReynolds, where you guys can join me for all types of Deadrop content. We're figuring out new stuff about the game all the time, chatting about it, the lore, different gameplay tips. So come check us out there. With no further ado, let's get into what Midnight Society has done already to change the game for extraction shooters. So the first thing, have you ever seen an Escape from Tarkov stream, or maybe Marauders, whatever your favorite extraction shooter may be, and the stream or the gameplay is just this? Literally staring at an inventory screen for 5-10 minutes while everybody tries to spin loot around and figure out where it belongs, how to create a little bit more space in their stash, right? And you're just sitting there waiting for the next game. And there's some people like that element too, by the way. If you like that, that's fine. I'm not, putting anybody down. But as a viewer, you might sit there the first time you go to look at the game and you're like, what the heck is this? It looks like a puzzle game. It looks like they're moving stuff around in Leon S. Kennedy's briefcase in Resident Evil 4 remake. And you're like, what is this game even about? Deadrop, and this may change. Don't get me wrong. This may change. This game's still early. This video is being recorded after 12 months of development. Right now, your stash can hold 1,000 items. And again, they may restrict this down the road. We don't know. But whether this is just temporary or not, they may have, even if it was temporary, accidentally discovered something that's really quite genius. And that is, if you can kind of not worry about your space so much, like you do in a lot of extraction shooters, the games flow much quicker. That you're in the games, you're out of games. It doesn't take forever to get yourself ready for the match. You put your stuff in your backpack and you go. You put it in your inventory and you go. Adding attachments doesn't take forever. I'm sure we're going to get more ways to add attachments with more refined interface and stuff, but everything just flows very, very quickly, and you don't have to sit there forever. The games go quick. And even if you go in with nothing, the way the loot is laid about throughout the map, you can almost play it like a battle royale, right? You're not at a huge disadvantage just going in with nothing or just a pistol, because you're gonna find stuff within 30 seconds of spawning, and you'll really be able to defend yourself. And I think that for new players who've maybe never played an extraction shooter, or even if they have, they're just getting into Deadrop for the first time, this is hugely advantageous, because you're not at a huge disadvantage the second you spawn in, and you're not just going to get kicked out of the lobby in 30 seconds without accomplishing anything. You're not going to have to stare at your inventory for 20 minutes and craft ammo, because otherwise you only have 6 bullets. Everything is plentifully available to you. This is less about survival and more about focusing on fighting and looting and getting to the top of the map, and everything that makes Deadrop great. If you strip about these other elements to make a lot of other extraction shooters so hardcore, and some people like that stuff, don't get me wrong, that can be fun too, but I think Deadrop is smart, and Midnight Society is smart to kind of take those things away. And for all I know, later down the road, they're planning on restricting your stash to 40 items. That could happen, right? But I think right now, having that unrestricted stash is actually a huge thing that's going to help new players and change the pace of the game, which I actually love. The second thing is the sin system, which is genius in numerous ways. So the sin system, if you don't know, the sins are synthetic representations of yourself in the universe. If you look into the lore of it, that's essentially what they are. And Midnight Society said down the road, we'll be able to customize what our synthetic representation and appearance actually looks like, which is cool. But in gameplay terms, the sin system is a respawn system, which is different than most other extraction shooters, BRs, etc. So again, this is one of those things that's helpful to new players and changes the dynamic of the way the game plays altogether. So if you're a new player, or even if you're not, you spawn in, you get killed in the first 30 seconds, the game's not over. And there's plenty of different ways that it can go. You don't just get kicked back to the lobby there's plenty of chances. You get to respawn up to twice right now if you choose to. So you can obviously go back, try to get the stuff you just lost. Maybe you had a collectible or a really good gun or whatever you really want to get back. You really want to get that sniper with an 8x scope on it. You have it all kitted out. You have a chance to do that. Maybe you want to get revenge on the guy that killed you. You have a chance to do that. The game's not over. And I really feel like that's going to help new players get into the game. And it helps the game. It feels a lot faster paced as well, right? So you're not limited. Like you're not like, oh God, I can't die, because if I die, it's all over. You've got multiple chances here. And I really think that that's genius. And it's clever game design. It allows you to take a lot more risks with how you play. Like, well, if I die here trying to make this epic jump across the map like I'm known to do on stream, the game's not over. If I die, I can find more stuff. I can try to get back to that stuff that I just lost. I think it's friggin' it's genius. And I hope that I think the Sin system's definitely here to stay. And I hope that they keep the current implementation of it. I think it's very well thought out, and it goes back to what they said when they first started developing this game, is that it's going to be a blend of an extraction shooter, a battle royale, and an arena shooter. And that's truly how it plays. And it's so clever. Like the looting mechanics, the extraction mechanics, the respawn mechanics, all combined to make this game that is a really different pace of play. You can win it by playing it like a VR. You can win it by extracting. You can respawn. So like it feels not too incredibly different. Again, limited respawns. You don't have to hold on to your life for dear life, maybe until the end when you're one of the final people left. You can play it however you want to play, and that's the genius of the Sin system, the way the loot is spread about the map, and all this is subject to change. They could change the loot density tomorrow. They could update the game to cut your stash by 80%. But I really like what they've done right now, and I hope the Midnight Society sees how players are enjoying the game currently, and whether they have consciously decided this is the way the game's gonna be or not. I hope they look at this. I hope they hear this feedback, and I hope they consider keeping this, or at least very close to it, because I think that these changes in Deadrop change the way that extraction shooters are played and make the game feel extremely unique and just more fun and fast-paced to play, and I'm all about that. So that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. We're going to produce Deadrop and Midnight Society content basically on the daily, long-form shorts. I'm doing tips of the day on Twitter. We're on TikTok. We're everywhere, guys. If you want Deadrop news, guides of all kinds, this is the place to be. Midnight Mayor. I'm planning a rebrand of the channel as well, the visually, in April. We got lots of good stuff coming, tons of videos planned. So make sure you're subbed. Check this little bit out from one of our sponsors, and we'll see you in the next video. Mayor Reynolds, Midnight Mayor, out. This video is sponsored by me, kinda. You can use Mayor in your support a creator slot in Fortnite and across the Epic Games Store to support me, and it costs you nothing. Part of your purchase is simply donated to me through the Epic Creator Program. So within Fortnite and within the Epic Games Store, make sure you have Mayor listed in your support a creator slot, and you will support my content creation budget directly. Thank you to everyone who does. Let's keep this going. Make sure you're using either the Doomslayer skin or the Master Chief skin, or actually the Marcus Phoenix skin, because those are the 3 best skins in Fortnite, and we all know it.